Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the great American filmmaker, Ken Burns.
The facts are in the service of story. I was talking to someone after I'd finished my very first film on the Brooklyn Bridge, and I said that I was interested in an emotional archaeology. Hopefully the films are themselves revelations, first to us and then to our audience. They're driven by real stories, complicated stories, but real stories. You never leave it. It's always with you. You want to talk to me for the next hour and a half about the Brooklyn Bridge? I will talk to you about that. And that film has been done since 1981. Okay, but it's still there, all of it, and the Shakers and all of that stuff. But then you move on to something else, and there's something incredibly refreshing, and hopefully you pick up something along the way, and each film gets better, you get subtler, you understand how to tell more complicated, more twisted stories, more interbraided narratives.
You're a historian, you're a filmmaker, you're also an educator. I mean, your role in many respects is educating. So naturally, educational television has been a great niche for you.
There's something great about this PBS process. One is that you're isolated from those suits that would tell you too short, too long, not sexy enough, you need to do this, you have to do that. And then, because of the process of having support from, say, the National Endowment for the Humanities or Corporation for Public Broadcasting, you're required to have advisors. Now, a lot of filmmakers complain and chafe under that. We revel in it. So suddenly, we can expose ourselves almost instantaneously to the best academic minds in that particular field. I used to go, say in the Civil War, to 163 different archives, myself, with a camera, and one by one we took the photographs wearing white archival gloves, and then I would shoot a wide shot, and then I would shoot a medium shot, and then a close shot, and then I'd tilt, and I'd pan, and I'd isolate a detail, and then we'd move on to the next one. There was something intimate about seeing and hearing the photograph, right? Not just seeing it, but hearing it, and trusting that it could come alive, that it had a past and a future, that arrested moment did.
Steinbeck wrote in The Winter of Our Discontent, "No one really knows about other human beings. The best that he can do is suppose that they are like himself. For all you have done to educate us, and through learning to make us more like the people and the nation that we might one day be, we thank you, Ken, and please accept this token of our esteem."
Having a past permits us to have that present, or at least an awareness of the historical tides that have brought us to this moment, and then of course suggest that we might too then have a future. How wonderfully optimistic it is to watch Franklin Roosevelt talk about 10,000 years from now, and I think we'll still be here. If you think about 10,000 years before the moment that he was talking about, human beings were just emerging from prehistoric life. During those 10,000 years, mankind had done extraordinary things and also done horrendous things. But somehow, this patrician to the manor born believed that in 10,000 years, there would be an America. And I found that optimism so far-thinking that you begin to realize that an investigation of the past isn't a look backwards, but in many cases, a look forwards. And when you think about the legacy of John Steinbeck, certainly the legacy of Arthur Miller, of the people we know in our lives who have influenced us, we are ourselves compelled to add something that would last and be beautiful. And I'm so grateful for this recognition this evening. Thank you very much.